Hi everyone, welcome to my craft room and thank you for joining me. A big hello to you all and to any of those that are here for the first time, welcome. I've got a few more new subbies, which is really lovely. Today it's a bit of a hard one for me. It's something that reminds me of my sister. I have two sisters. One passed a few years ago, very young at 54, and my middle sister and myself, she was our baby sister that passed. We both miss her terribly. And I was starting to think of, what I could do. She was a wonderful sportswoman. She basically won every trophy she could in netball and basketball. Everything she touched was just, she was an amazing scholar, just someone that was taken too early and too good to be taken. Anyway, I then thought of Denise and I thought, how do I do something that would bring the three of us onto this? And I thought of the garden. We all love our garden. Little sister Steph, she used to grow her veggies and she had peas and, used to stand out there and eat as many peas as she could and would never cook them, just ate them. Always had tomatoes and things like that in the garden. She had chooks when the kids were little, blah, 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 as we all did. And flowers. She loved growing tulips. Sometimes successfully, sometimes not. I think her favourite colour is orange, as is mine. And she loved gerberas, anything sort of orangey yellow. Denise, my middle sister, has in her home beautiful garden, and she's got designated areas of different colour. So I thought, well, I'm just going to bring it all together. I'm just going to use flowers and make this project so that brings the three of us together. Okay, so what I decided, I was a bit like Rach was, procrastinating. What do I do? What do I do? And I found this envelope. Now, the one I did my template on, actually, this is a bit smaller. Let's get the bigger one. Let's see if I can find the bigger ones. I want one with that type of closure. Okay, so what I did, I folded it over, and this had as you can see, it was the triangular tab. So I folded that over and then cut. Well, let me undo it, otherwise I'm not going to be able to. This is my template anyway, and I shouldn't have stuck it down, but I was just wanting to see how it would work. So there we go, that's better. And that one, I'll just go down here because that's right. Now you can see. So I folded that over, and then I folded that bottom up, and then I just cut out that little piece that was there. Okay. Then, as you saw, I stuck that part down, and then I folded that over. I haven't stuck that part at all. I've snipped the top so that that's a little tuck spot, and I glued down so far, and that's a little pocket, and this is a little pocket. That's just going to be a little flip. And on this side, that was glued down, but I've still got a little tuck there, and there's a pocket there, and this was glued. So glued on both sides, a tuck at the top and a tuck at the side. So there's a few little tucks and flips and flaps. So what I will do, I'm going to have this one on this side like that. So I'll just fold over where I want the little side pocket, and it'll be like we used to call them was it jelly bean tags for when I did scrapbooking, and I want to do this about 5 inches. No, I don't. Yes. 6 inches. Now that's going to be 2. Yeah, that'll be okay for an album. And I'm sort of doing it in like the flowers, and I'll be using it at some stage in a journal. Okay, so now I just want to cut down there, and I want to cut this little piece here out. So this piece, actually, if you can see, I'll do it like this. So that's the piece you cut out there, and you can cut that out, or you can, I might slit that one down there, and I can close that up, and that way we've got the pocket there. But I was going to use that as a tuck, wasn't I? I can still do that on the other side. Yep, I'm with it now. With the program, just with the program, only just. Okay. Right. So then, that's our little fold in. That little piece will go up there. We've got a pocket there. So there'll be a pocket there, and there'll be a pocket on this side where that's cut. And a tuck at the top, and I might just take 1/8 of an inch off down that side, and this will, I think this will end up being that. I'm just trying to think what it's a bit different than I did last time. I think I did it up that way, didn't I? Yes. So I put that up the top. So that went up there. Tuck on that side, tuck, and pocket. Then that flips over like that. And then you've got your pocket there. And if I put a glue line down here, we've got the 2 pockets. Confusing. We'll get there. So first up, I'm going to cover this part here, and I am going to just make this the same width. Yeah. Okay, so I've got some pages that I got, some wallpaper pages from TaylorMade Journals, and I'm not sure, I sort of want the background a little bit more, a bit subtle. These are a beautiful range of wallpapers. I've got kit 1 and 2. I've also got some of Rachel's antique papers, and I've got some of these dictionary papers that I tea dyed. So we might just have a look. I just want something on that inside page there. this isn't going to be fast because I'm not a fast collager at all. I procrastinate a bit over this. So I might just fold those in, grab my book. There's a few more roses and things that I picked out. We'll see what we end up using. So we'll see how this works out. I thought I'd do the whole piece there, and then I can just trim it off. Across there and down. Just to give a bit of a background, and then that will go up. And I need to take that bit off. It's come over the edge a little bit. And I just need to bring this one up the same width as that. Dry today. Not wrong way again. I just need to take that little piece off. It's just a slither, just you won't even notice that it's gone there. Yeah. Now, I was thinking this is one of Stephanie's favourite colours, flowers. So, and if I want to tone it down a little bit, I thought I could always put some gesso on just to take the shine off, or I've got a clear gesso, so the white, which would sort of sink it into the background like Artie Mays talks about, Andrea, or I've got a clear one that just takes the shine off the page. So I'm just going to level that up there. Oh God. And that's got to go up, so we might just get and of course you can decorate these any way you like. Put whatever little tags you like in there. Sky's the limit. So that one goes up like that. See if you can hear dogs barking. It's my daughter. She's a dog groomer, and she grooms from our front garage, and I work in the, sort of got like two garages back on back, and they both join in the middle. So that's going to just go down like that. So that goes around the page, and then we flip out. Yep, we got two little, and I think we'll have the tuck on this side. I'll close this side up here. And I want to make it, I don't know if you can see down here, I'm just going to go just along where I can see the shadow of the top of the pocket. For some reason this is a bit, not very, so that's going to open to quite bright on that side. We might do this one. I just like the idea of, oh god, that's all gone, having it a bit neutral-ish. Printed these onto my presentation paper. 120 GSM it is. Cut it rather than tearing it this time. I like this one better. It's too much of a muchness. Worst case scenario, I can turn the video off and start again, can't I? So you've even got the join in the wallpaper there. I thought it was a cut on the paper. That's where the wallpaper was joined. Now, I was going to leave this as a flip, but for this one I've decided I'm going to leave it as a I'm going to make it into a pocket. Just ink up a bit. I quite like that wallpaper. It's quite neutral, but so I'm just going to actually, before I do that, where's my little I'm not going to get that one in there. You goose, Jeanette. You goose, you goose, you goose. And I don't think my other one will go in either. No. Okay. Alex. Oh, you're going, are you? Yeah. Okay. No. Hello, it's Jeanette. I'm back again. Sorry that I'm not sure what will happen because I stopped the video to say goodbye to my grandson, and then my husband wanted the phone because he was going for his swim, and oh goodness. So what I've done, I finished covering the envelope, and I've popped these little pieces here. And also gesso, I don't know if you can see, it's not shiny like it was. There's the original, and that's quite shiny. So by gessoing it with the clear gesso, and mine is a very cheap one, and it's the brand, but it works a treat. So so I just inked up the edges, gessoed this, popped that on the flap, and that I'm going to put some material down the side there. I've stuck this flap, and I was just popping, I thought of putting that one on there. I've got a little saying about dream from one of Tracy's kits, and I thought I'd just pop that there. And these aren't gerberas by any means, but these little, I forget what, the Gazanis or something like that. Steph used to have a vacant block next to her home, and it was full of these little flowers. So I thought, well, they're the same colour as her, you know, liking the oranges and stuff. So I'll just pop those in. And Denise and I love any sort of flowers, so they will all bring us, it'll all bring us all together in this little project. Yeah, Peter came in and he said, oh, I don't know whether to go for a swim today. I said, well, you're not going to get many more days where you can. You want to grab it while you're able. So, yeah, on with the togs and we'll see what happens. Okay. Now, for this one, I've just got a little tag, and it's one of Tracy's numbers. And I just thought that up the top there will just add a little bit of interest to that one. And this one I'm just going to pop on there. I've got no idea how long that other video went for that I started, so this could be a long one, and I thought it would be a fairly quick one for you. But you don't have to, you know, you can always flick through it. We know that, don't we? With all our videos, we all go through, and if there's pieces that we know what's going to happen, or sometimes you haven't got the time to watch it all, but you really want to find out what the person's doing. Okay, so I'm just going to pop that just into there and bring it up just on top of that stamp. That looks rather cute. The dream's going to be down there. This other one, it will probably go off, the stem will go off the page a little bit, but that's fine. I can live with that. So we'll just do this one, and then we'll get back to the other side, and I'll try and do a couple of little tags just to work out what we're going to pop in there, or at least cut them out. And I thought that one could go over, or over to that side. I popped these plants out the front of our place at one stage, and my golly, they just took over. I ended up, I had to pull them out because they were coming up everywhere in the garden. And then I threw the seeds across the road, because we've got a golf course across the road, and I thought, oh well, they'll, you know, grow over there and look really pretty, but they never ever did. So goodness knows why, because it's one of those plants that usually grows fairly prolifically on the side of the road out in the country. So don't know what happened. Well, there you go. Okay, so that is going to go on like that. Now somewhere here I have, there we are, I just want to pop, just for a little bit of interest, down there. Yep. Now I need fabric glue. One of those funny days today. Perhaps it was listening to Rachel and she couldn't get her head around anything, and perhaps it's, you know, being the sister, you know, perhaps I'm trying to think about what I want to do, but I'm thinking about Steph as well, and yeah, and Denise. I always think of Denise. We live in the same town. We don't live in each other's pockets, but we're still sisters. We think of each other and what we're doing, blah 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 blah, as we all do. Okay. Yeah, so I don't know. One of those things, eh? Okay. So that's just a little bit of interest on the side there. So that when it, oh, I've got itchy eye. So when it goes into the journal on the page, it's got a little bit of interest down there. Okay, so this one, I was either going to do something like that. I'll get these papers out the way and that, because I might have to go. And then I thought of the roses. So I do like that rose there. This is stem, could go there like that. I quite like that actually. And I think it's the peace rose, which is one of my favourites. That peace and black boy. I had a trellis, and on one side of it I grew, what was it, like an arch, garden arch. One side I had a climbing peace, and one side I had a climbing black boy rose, and they both went together, so you had these beautiful dark black, nearly black red roses intermingled with these creamy, with a tinge of pink, creamy yellowy with a tinge of pink. Oh, look beautiful. I haven't got many roses at the moment. I've got one climber that Peter just hacks down as he decides to trim it, and because I can't do a lot of, can't do a lot of gardening. He doesn't like pruning roses, and I can't blame him. So, but I do have somebody who will come and do it for me if I wanted them. So we'll see. But when Mum, she was living here at one stage when they moved out of the family home, and she had so many beautiful roses here. She just was horrified when Peter dug them out. You can imagine she tended them with loving care, and then he goes along and just pulls them out. And she said, I can understand, Jeanette, why he did it. Well, Mum, she could always see the best in things that happened. Some things. Okay. So, pop that like that. And then I want that. This one's on a label. Just twist a little bit so that I can see. And I like that. And it's still got a bit of happening. Beautiful. Okay, now I need something on this one. Got so much stuff here, oh gosh. I do want a little butterfly. I think the ones I cut out are inside. Let me see what's in this one here. Excuse my arm if it went across there. Oh look, there's a dinky little one. I don't even mind the blue. These are, put them over here. These are Artie, oh, I like that one better. Artie Maids. Yes, yes, yes. Okay. Do I want one in here with that? Perhaps a smaller one of that. Oh, look at him. Her, it. You know, for a bit of fun, Steph was always one to do things outside the square. Oh my God, she was. Did she ever? Both my sisters are very out there, outspoken. I'm very I don't know what it is. I think they've got well, they've got a bit of Dad in them. Dad was always one to speak his mind and let everybody know exactly how it was supposed to be. Now I've lost my green one. I'm a little bit more like Mum. She's a bit quieter, but then I can let people know exactly what I... It's funny how we all have little traits of our parents, and some more than others. Okay, so this little one I'm going to pop on here, and I am going to cut some of these little bits of antennae off, and I will draw around, draw some on. It's a bit cute, that one. Do I put him up the top or do I put him down the bottom? I like him there. He sort of blends in, but yeah. Okay, we'll keep you there, the little blue one. Okay. Do I want a little tag up there? Got some of these are little, I think they're words, and I printed them out on like 2 to a page. Okay, let's see. I'll pop those underneath here, and I've got some bits here that we might have to look at. Is that too much? I think I have to cut too much of him off. Don't mind that one. Oh, I do love that one. That's for a big tag. Isn't that a beautiful rose? I just planted some of those the other day. Wonder if no, I want something towards towards the top. We can ground it a bit. Just trying to see what else is in there. It's all muddled in together at the minute. Or do I do that other one? Sort of got a bit of the pink in it, hasn't it? And then if I were to put, I think that's a bit too green. If I start thinking too much more, I'm going to end up being here all day. So let's get it down, hey? I love cutting flowers out, but I must admit I haven't used a lot. You know, when I see Rachel and Wendy, you know, using all their flowers, I sort of think, you know, get in and use a few more of your own, and I don't get around to it. So I'm glad this little project is coming together. Might be a little bit much, but I think once I put some tags in there, and I do like that. Yep. Okay. So that's the front, and there we've got the inside, which is a bit brighter. We've got a there, a there, and a there. And I haven't done a little bit of across there. And just where the envelope part folds, I haven't. Just go across there. Very contrasting, isn't it? So I might just stop the video and then have a look and see what sort of tags I've got, and then I'll be back to decorate with you. Okay, I'm back again. I've been 40 minutes, so I'll just quickly show you what I'm doing with I've got this cardstock, and it's like a natural cardstock, and I've cut a piece for each of the pockets. I'm going to round the corners on each of them, and then I'm going to use this vellum. It's from Tim Holtz, and I'm just going to pop that onto the cardstock so that it's a very subtle something on the card, because I don't want to take away from the flowers that are on here, and on the back. So I've got to fix that. So I will pause again, sorry, and I'll be back to show you the finished project. Hello, back again. Finished the journal. I did forget to tell you the size of the envelope that I used. It was 6 inches by 9 inches. So if you have any that size. So what I did, I got the vellum and the little pocket here, I've just covered it in the vellum. So I think that sort of tones in. And then it's just that cardstock. It's a real natural type cardstock, and I've just popped a little paper clip that I've curled the edge corners on, and it's got Made with Love. So that just slots in there. Then the little jelly bean or whatever it's called, I just popped a bit more of the paper on there. I popped a little charm with a bee on it, and that's the plain on the back for some writing, and that just slots in. And then when it's opened up, it's another little journaling card with some vellum on it, and I thought the yellow flowers sort of toned in. And I've just popped some calico on there to, you know, pull tabs, and then I hope it's not stuck. These little ones I just used the vellum as well. So I hope you enjoyed that project. It was a bit of a mucky on and off one, stopping and start. Well, I felt I was stopping and starting. We'll see what happens. But I'm really happy with the result now, and it's a little project that's brought myself and my 2 sisters into one. So thank you very much for watching. If you do like what you've seen, please like, comment. Love hearing your comments. Share if you will. 500 subscriber giveaways coming up soon. So you take care. We'll see you next time. Until then, happy crafting and bye for now.